Hey everyone, it's the Disney Budget Mom here with another cash stuffing. If you haven't already, I would appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. Here on my channel, we talk everything cash budgeting with a side of Disney and Stony Clover. So without further ado, let's get into it. Today's cash stuffing is $915. However, not all of that is in cash. I do make some electronic transfers. If I was savvy enough, I would pop in those little pictures, but I'm not, or at least I haven't really tried, but I will at some point. So in cash, we actually do have 50, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 300, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 340 in cash. However, we are going to empty out my cash wallet, and I did set aside some money that was going to go back into the bank. So I'll be adding it to this pile because I just kept the buffer in the bank, if that makes any sense. So I did make a electronic transfer to pre-K for $525. We'll talk about that once I get into my envelopes. But anyway, or the sinking funds. But let's get into the wallet. How is everyone doing? Today is Saturday, the 23rd. We went to Disneyland on Thursday, the 21st. It was our first time back in about a month, so that was really fun. We ate all the snacks. We went kind of late, so Genie Plus was not really working in our favor. The ride times were kind of far and few between, but we made the best of it. So anyway, let's get into the challenge, or not the challenge, into the wallet. So here we have a lot of change. This will be going into the coin jar at some point. Maybe I'll pull that coin jar out at the end, but let's get all of this change out. A nice amount. I'll just kind of set this to the side. All right, Mickey D's. Let's see what we have left over. This is for my large Diet Coke with extra ice. I have $5, $10, $11. So I'll set the fives aside. The one is also set aside. This one is going into my $1 challenge. The fives, I think I might do a little something different with them this week. This is a new envelope. I called it hybrid. I was tired of calling it gas or fuel, whatever. So, and you know, I need to switch out my envelopes. So surprise, surprise, I have nothing in gas. Gibson Girl is everything food related, not just ice cream at Disneyland. And we have left 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Those $1 bills were a little sticky. They're rather new, so that's cool. So that's gonna get set aside. Galaxy's Edge is my son's envelope for his allowance. He started with 22 and he has $2 left over. He was scheduled to get $10 this time around. However, he owes me 30, so he's not getting any at the $10 now. So he has $2 left for the next 2 weeks. Yes, sir.
I want more than $2.
Well, we'll talk about that later. So this is the $40 I had that was going back into the bank. Rather than have it go back into the bank and me take it right out, I thought I will just take less out, add it to this pile. So I had $340 here, $340, $360, $380. So rather than count all that, I'm going to set these fives and these ones to the side. How many ones do I have? Let's just count that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. $11 going into my $1 challenge. That's great. So let's get this money set up quickly. How is your cash stuffing doing? I feel like I didn't have as much rollover in my wallet this time. And that's fine. It's budgeted. It's meant to be spent. It's nice when there's some left over, but that's not really the purpose of stuffing my cash wallet. So anyway, Mickey D's is going to get a 20. Like I say every week, large Diet Coke with extra ice from Mickey D's just hits differently. My gas, that is going to get 60, and that's 320s. I'm gonna alternate these bills. Life-changing hack from Katie Budgets makes the
Excuse me again, Mom.
stuffing process. Yes, sir.
I made some stripes and I put some stickers on them.
Cool. Gibson Girl is everything food related. That gets $120, 50, 120. Yeah, so staggering how you fold your bills makes it less thick. So that's awesome. Like I said, Galaxy's Edge, my friend was supposed to get $10. He already spent it, so he's not getting anything. So he has $2 left in his envelope. P.S. Good luck with that. Give is going to get $5, 5 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have some raggedy ones. All right, and that is all for my cash wallet. I feel like I'm speaking in a low voice, so I hope everyone can hear me. All right, let's get into the fun stuff, my sinking funds. And we'll start with my binder. So the $5 challenge. I do have 5, 10, 15 that I can put into the $5 challenge, but I'll decide at the end. I have some new envelopes. Surprise, surprise. That's who I am. I'm constantly creating more envelopes. So I might do something different. I'm just gonna put them to the side. All right, 10K challenge. So 10K challenge, and I'll pause right here. Okay, so 10K challenge. I have been keeping up with this challenge. However, I haven't been putting it into this envelope. I've been deferring all of that money to my son's pre-K because I need to ramp that savings up first. So in 10K, in the 10K challenge that's going into my son's account, I actually checked off a 150, a 75, somewhere down here, 75, and then a 50. So this, give me a second. This part of, I love you too. This part of my 10K challenge went into my son's pre-K fund. So if that makes any sense, I hope it does. Okay, emergency. What I actually did with emergency is I was saving for the Dream Key. It's, again, Disney up in the air, whether they're coming back, when they're coming back, which key's coming back. So I had $550 in Dream Key. I actually transferred 500 of that into my emergency. So I now have in my emergency $2,100 in emergency. And I did make this really cute placeholder. The goal for emergency is $3,000. When the Dream Key, if and when it comes around, I will probably just treat it as a bill and get on a payment plan. So we shall see. I'm not going to stress about it. So Beep Beep is my car, and that is getting $35. So a 20, a 10, and a 5. For a total of 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, oops, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. $190 in my car. My registration is due at the end of the year. I'm kind of just treating it as, you know, registration and maintenance for my car. I think next year I'll may add a little bit extra for emergency, but I also have a lot of lofty goals for 2023, so we shall see. So car has $190. Gifts is getting its usual $40. I did transfer $100 into my high yield savings, so now Gifts has $500 in the bank. Here's another cute little placeholder. 500, 20, 40, 60. So $560 for Gifts. It's primarily for Christmas. I honestly don't think I'll need $1,000. That was the goal, but better safe than sorry. Iggy had $125 in his envelope. I took him to get groomed, so he has nothing now, and so he will get Iggy. So Iggy will get $20, and that's kind of a drop in the bucket because he needs to get his vaccinations updated. He's a long-haired dog. He's probably going to need a haircut pretty soon. He needs flea medication, but whatever. Give me a second. Family is getting $5, so that now has $5, $10, $15 for family. Okay, these are some of my variable expenses. I use credit cards for most of my purchases because of the cash back. I know a lot of cash budgeters do that. I use Amazon quite a bit. I do have an Amazon for July is paid, and for August it's also covered. Costco, I have a July balance. I have an August balance, but that's also covered. Southwest has an August balance, but that's already covered. And now Chase Disney, because we did have a Disneyland day. I had these $10 or these $20 in another envelope. I switched it over to Chase Disney because we did have that Disney day and it's not really budgeted for. So and I don't really, do I have a balance? I think I do, but that's already covered, or part of it is covered. So I need to contribute a little bit to this one. Actually, you know what? Let's put some of that money in there. So 5, 10, 15. You know what? I'm just going to put all of it in Chase Disney because I need it. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35 in Chase Disney. So that's good. Gives me a little bit of time to side hustle or sell something or adjust my expenses in other areas for the next couple of months. I do have a job that I booked. I booked a video game, so I will be using some of that money to cover some of these expenses. So Nespresso has nothing. I'm actually pretty stocked up with coffee, so I don't need that. Paris, this is a gratuitous envelope that I made because I love the design. Voyage is travel for 2023 goal. And then way in the back is this dream key. We'll figure out what happens there. So that's it for my sinking funds. Moving on to my son's binder. Here we go. So preschool, I deposited $525, so he should have a total of $4,050 in his bank account. So I did make some new placeholders. I made this one here is the new Spider-Man placeholder. I made the webs white instead of black. Here's the old one. And I adjusted the size of the font, and I may still adjust it. It's a work in progress, so still not 100% on it, but I think I'm getting close. So in his, let's see, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have this one anymore. Let me go into my, let me get a placeholder. So, oh, I don't have one handy. All right, well, anyway, let's just go with it. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 has 4,050. You know what? It's gonna bother me one sec. Okay, I'm back. I had to get a $50 placeholder because it'll just bother me. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 50 in preschool. And while I'm on the subject of Spider-Man, I decided to make this ghost spider placeholder as well. I think I'm going to change the webs. I made a few ghost spider ones, so I made this one with like the different font color, and then the colors were, I inverted them. This is actually the tour version of Ghost Spider. I know that she doesn't have spider webs on her face, but it's on the inside of her hoodie, which is why I made it this way. So I have a few iterations of Ghost Spider. This one's an oopsie because the H got cut off. So I'm really stoked on these, and I need to make maybe her face a little bit bigger and change the webs to like more of a pink color, because that's what her, like her eyes, because that's really the truer color of her webs. But this is, yeah, my version. Pretty stoked about that. All right, so back to school. Back to school is getting $10. So now back to school has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's adding up pretty quick, which is nice. I don't know what I'm using it for. Maybe some extracurricular activities. I did just buy my son a whole bunch of clothes, and there was a great sale, but I covered it with buffer. So, story of my life. Okay, Max's birthday will get $30. So that's a 20 and a 10. And he now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $150. That's great. This is for a party next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. On set is my son's acting envelope. We do have quite a bit of expenses for this, like headshots, and there are a couple of casting sites that are not necessarily for me to sign up for them, but I do because I like to have a personal account for him. His agent pays for his accounts, but I have a personal one for him and myself. So he is getting 35, if that makes any sense. If you have any questions, you can always message me on Instagram. I am Disney Budget Mom on Instagram, and I'm happy to answer any of those questions. So he now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 20. So 120 in this envelope, and that's great. At the end of the year, he'll need new headshots. And those run anywhere between $300 and $400, just depending on the photographer that you use. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, excuse me. So, yeah, figured we needed this. I have another savings account for him, and I'm probably gonna use whatever is needed. I'll pull from that account, so. All right, a couple of new envelopes that I thought was, okay, I won't say necessary, but fun, is Tooth Fairy. And look I am obsessed with this envelope. It's just like adorable. So I'm gonna start stuffing that one. Actually, I have some pretty crisp dollars. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 5 for good measure. $5 in here. When do kids start losing their teeth? I have no idea. But, I mean, how cute is that? How cute is that? Look at this. Adorable. Okay. And what else did I make? Okay, Max's car, that's not something I'm going to save for just yet. This is a 2023 goal. Roth IRA is either a 2023 or 2024 goal, because 2023 I'll probably contribute 10% to my 401k. Max's ortho, this is a 2024 goal. Again, obsessed. Love it. Okay, and then another 2024 goal. This says 15. So we are, in our culture, we, you know, when you turn 15, it's a pretty big deal. And quinceañera is usually for, you know, a celebration for a girl. And I have a son, and I thought, you know, I'm not going to limit him. So I'm going to save for a big blowout 15-year party. Or if he doesn't want to do that, we may just put the remainder of it into his car fund. But either way, I'm going to save for it. So, and then this envelope is actually really important to me, and I'm starting in 2024. It's called Legacy. So I am an older mom, and I want to make sure that not only my son is taken care of, but if he chooses to have a family, that my grandchildren are taken care of. And I am all about generational wealth, and I want to start putting some money aside for that, and I'm calling it Legacy. And I have some lofty goals for this one. And I probably, here, let me look it up, 2024 Legacy, and I'm probably going to save for this one for 20 years. Yes, I cannot predict what's going to happen tomorrow, 1 year from now, or 20 years from now, but I'm going to try. So there it is. That is it for my cash stuffing. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I won't bore you and pull out my coin jar and put these in there, but that's where that will go. How many's left? How many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. Okay, not bad. This will go into my $1 challenge. And that is all. Have a great weekend. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I will see you next time. Bye.